Hello everyone and welcome to Ants USA. Today we will be talking about how to make a test tube setup for your queen. Many of you guys have been catching your queens over the past couple months, and now you're not really sure what to do with them. You have them in something like this, and they need to be in a better setup. So this is going to be a tutorial video on how to make a pretty standard test tube setup. What you're going to need is a test tube about like that. They can be wider, they can be longer, they can be shorter, whatever. Cotton balls, water, and your queen. So basically, it's pretty simple. This is what it's going to look like, kind of. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to start off with your test tube. You're going to get your water. And you're just going to fill it up. And tap water is perfectly fine. Some people say that you need to boil the water before putting it in there, and this and that and whatever, to prevent mold. And while it's a good thought, it's probably going to get moldy no matter what you do, so it's really not worth the hassle. Fill it about 2/3 full, more or less, depending on how long you're going to want to keep them in there, or if you've kept the species before, if you know how much they drink, or whatever, or if you're going to have multiple queens in there, or whatever. Then you're going to take your cotton, about that much. That's probably a little bit too much. You want it to be not impossible to stuff in there, but decently. See, that's probably a little bit too much. Yeah, there you go. So that's about what you want. Then you're going to take whatever. I like to use a Q-tip, but you can use whatever. And you're going to push it down until the water starts receding with it. And once you do that, just flip it over and push a little more until you start seeing water coming out of the other end. So right like that. So I like to use a Q-tip because you can kind of sop up the extra water, but it doesn't really matter. If you want to get it out, you can just blow like that. And that'll most of the time get it out. So that's what it's going to look like before you put your queen in it. I have a bunch of queens here. And let's see. So you're going to want to have something to move them out with. I'm only using tweezers because that's what I'm going to use to guide them. And actually, I'll use this. Don't try and pick them up because you might squish them. Let's actually do these because there's only 2 in here. So there's less for me to manage. And so I better have your cotton ready. That should be enough. Again, not too tight that it's blocking airflow, but tight enough that it will be, secure. You don't want ants getting out in your room or wherever. Even that's probably not enough space now that I'm looking at it. So you're going to want enough space for your queen to be happy. And so just, if you need to get more space, just push it in. So that's probably a little better. Yeah, that's probably better. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to pop this open, and we're going to coerce one of the queens into it. Now, for most species, you're going to just want one queen in there by herself. If it's polynigerous, if you know for sure it can have multiple queens in the colony, then go ahead and put multiple queens in there. But I would give them ample space because you don't want them running out of water. And if they do, you just have to switch out the test tube. It's not that big of a deal. And space because they just need space, because their queens are big and they'll have more workers and this and that and whatever. All right, come here. I'm not sure why they're so hesitant. They should be more eager to try and escape or run away. Maybe they're friends. Come on. Really? Yeah, there you go. Come on. There you go. Alright, now that they're in there, just pop it in. See, that's probably a little bit too tight. It doesn't really matter a whole lot. You don't have to, they're pretty dynamic species, so, or not species, insect. So you don't need to worry a whole lot about it. I might change out the cotton later. But yeah, there you go, guys. That's basically your test tube setup. If you have any questions, please leave a comment or email me, and that'll be in the description. And yeah, like it if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it. See you guys next time.